by some of the older ones that were used. In the old days, the box drums were quite a bit larger and suspended from the beam in the big house, and I thought it might be fun to try something that could be held by hand and played as a drum as well. So it was just, I was inspired, like I say, by the older ones that were much larger, and I wanted to see if the idea would work, and it did. It actually makes nice sound, and hopefully I'll do more in the future.
I got inspired by just hanging out with my dad, fishing when I was younger. We used to go in down to the river probably about 4:30 in the morning, spearfishing for salmon, because that was a good time when the tide was low. So we go in. I remember fish coming up the river. We'd go spear them, catch fish, and it was so dark that we needed flashlights, and that's kind of what I got inspired, is fishing in the dark. So I had salmon with the moon, and that was a good way to display that story. So, and that's where it comes from.
This piece is called the salmon drum. It depicts 4 salmon, and they're in a stream. The way I represented the stream here is with the flowing nature of the red, which is representing them in their spawning grounds. In the center, I did a concentric circles working out from the center of the entire drum. This represents the ripples and the splashes and things and the way they move, and I thought that was very good for a drum like this, because its ripples in water move the same way as they do in air when you're banging the drum and making sound. Salmon were very, very important to Salish people. They were probably the one animal you see most in most of the traditional Salish spindle whorls, and I enjoy working with them. Their heads and the way that their bodies flow in traditional design works really well and easy to work with.
become some